Bienvenidos, mis amigos. I know, mira, you can't see my beautiful face. You know I wear a mask. I promise you, I have a beautiful face. Well, today I decided to help out the Lucha Nation get better at Warzone as a team. You know, I don't care about solos. Who cares about being better on your own? You know what I mean? But the only way you win in squads Warzone is to play as a team. So this is what I'm going to give you. 10 tips to be better at Warzone as a squad. Alright, without any further ado, Juanito, hey, why don't you hit my intro music, Juanito? Okay, so these tips are not ranked from most important to least important or least important to most important. These are just random tips that I've gathered over my experience of playing Warzone. And number one would have to be, do not buy a self-revive at the early game. I don't see the importance of it. You have the gulag, you can use the gulag when you get knocked and when you die. It's just like if your teammate were to buy a self-revive, right, and waste his money, because it's $4,500 out of the bat, and you're not going to find that much money that quick if there's a lot of people landing where you're landing. If someone buys a self-revive and you go down and you get knocked and you get cleaned up and you don't win your gulag, then this guy has to go find more money to go get you. So do not waste a self-revive early. It just doesn't make sense, especially when you have the gulag. You have a chance to come back anyway. It doesn't really matter. Alright, number two, play as a squad or as a team. I know, when you're playing squad Warzone, that should be common sense. Oh god. It's not! Look, we just played so many games of Warzone already that you would think, you know, everyone in his squad or anyone that he plays with would understand this point, okay? To play as a squad, travel together as a pack, okay? Even when you land in loot, you should be landing at least close to each other. Let's say we land in quarry, like in this gameplay right now. The team should be close to each other, at least in the same building, looting the same building. Not in separate areas where if you get pushed by a whole team, we can't do nothing to help you. You know what I'm saying? Do not play by yourself in Warzone, because I guarantee you're going to die every time. You're going to die every time, unless you're a god, which you're not. The Lucha is. Just play as a team. Do you understand that? It's as simple as that. Number three. Did you like that? You know how you watch those videos and they have the girl going, number three. I don't have a girl to do that right now. So anyway, number three would be, not everyone in your squad should be buying a UAV. Okay, I know UAVs are super important and super clutch when the time comes, but honestly, not everyone knows to carry cold-blooded, to carry spy plane, to carry all these things that prevent from being spotted in the late game. So that being said, yeah, it's okay to have at least one or two people carrying spy plane or UAV. That's perfectly okay. However, the whole team shouldn't be carrying one. I found it really useful to have at least two people carrying other kill streaks, as in cluster strike or precision airstrike. Those two can come in clutch, especially when the circle or the end circle start getting, you know, where people have high ground on you. People have these cliffs that they can take advantage of. To have these kind of kill streaks are going to come in clutch if you need to take advantage of a different spot. Like I tell you how many times the circles ended on the side of the map, and you know, people have this high ground. We can't do anything about it because we don't have kill streaks. We have just spy planes, and even then when we use it, we can't see them. Just be aware of the situation that you're going to be in. Maybe come late game, when you see, you know, you're at the store and you see where the circle might end. If it's ending on a cliff or it's ending in downtown, buy a cluster strike or a precision airstrike. Those are going to be so helpful. Numero cuatro. A bounty should never be your first contract to pick up, ever. It just doesn't make any sense. A lot of time when you fall and you pick a bounty up, they're going to give you a person that's still in the plane, you know, traveling above your head, or someone that's gliding in over and then decides to leave. You usually can never catch up to those people. It's just a waste of time to try to go get one of those bounties. So really, your first pickup should be at least a scavenger. I think a scavenger is the best one to pick up. Our team, our squad figured that out. That if we pick up a scavenger, we get equipment out of it and we get money out of it. And it's a great way to start off your game, and a great way to start off your first contract. Number 5 is actually a really good tip, and that is, do not rush a revive. No matter how bad your team is yelling at you, revive me, pick me up, ah! You know what? First of all, it's your fault for going down, dumbass. Alright? Second of all, if you revive a teammate in a mid-fight and get pushed, whose fault is that going to be? It's going to be your fault for not picking the guy up, and your team's going to bitch at you. This is what you do. this is what you need to do. You need to, one, pay attention to your surroundings, listen around you, make sure that no one's around you or trying to push you while you're about to get this revive off, or you can fight back and make sure you wipe out this team before you get the revive off, no matter how bad your teammate is yelling at you. If you're alive and you're able to stay alive in that spot, in that place, well, guess what? If they win their gulag, they can come back to their stuff if it's so important to them. You know what I mean? Don't be stupid and make sure your team is not as idiotic as you, alright? Just get the revive off when you are safe.
Hey fools, join the tag team and subscribe. Órale.
Number 6, use a trophy system on a vehicle or drive separate vehicles. I don't know, can't tell you how many times we're trying to get to the circle and we're all packed up in one car and we get screwed by RPGs and C4s going down the road. A lot of people just don't care of putting a trophy system, if you have a trophy system on a vehicle, or driving separate vehicles. If you drive separate vehicles, I find that better than driving with trophy system, to be honest with you. Because you can still get hit from behind with a trophy system on the hood of a car, you know what I mean? And I find separate vehicles being a lot easier because if one person gets knocked, the rest of your team can drive up and take care of business before getting wiped out by the team that knocked you. So drive separate vehicles, I find that to be better than having a trophy system on your vehicle. Number 7 goes along with number 2, and that is do not push by yourself. Play as a team. I can tell you how many times we lose games that we could win because a team member decides to push on his own. It drives me insane. I guarantee you I'm not the only one this happens to. Okay, because I see memes on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube about this happening all the time with other people. I don't understand why people decide to do this. I don't know why they want to be heroes, if they just want to gather as many kills as possible. If you want to gather a lot of kills, be good at the game. You know what I'm saying? You know, your team can suck and you can gather. I mean, look at this gameplay right here. I mean, I get 19 kills with like 7,000 damage. You know what? But, I'm with my team the entire time. I'm keeping an eye on them the entire time. I'm not trying to push on my own. I'm trying to have this team push me and then just destroy them. Okay? Don't be stupid and push on your own. It pisses me off, and I'm sure it pisses everyone else off. Number 8. Get ghost if you can. Now I understand a lot of people like to snipe and use an automatic weapon. That is perfectly fine. Your first loadout drop, get that class. You're gonna have overkill with that class. But if you can afford it, or your team can afford a second loadout drop, or if you can wait until the second loadout drop falls, go get ghost and just switch your weapons. It just makes more sense because late game having ghost is way more important than having ghost early and mid game. Number 9, I found this to actually be really useful for my squad. Not everyone should be carrying a heartbeat sensor. I see that the heartbeat sensors I think are the most used tacticals in Warzone. And quite frankly, it just doesn't make sense to have a heartbeat sensor late game because a lot of people are already carrying ghost. So what I do is I love to carry concussions and flashes or whatever, which other one, it doesn't matter. Those really come in handy come late game or pushing a building with people hiding in it. So everyone should have maybe a separate tactical that everyone's carrying. Have one person carry a heartbeat sensor and he's going to be the person to lead you to a building. He's going to tell you, okay, no one's here. Let's push this building. Alright, number 10. Lucha's most important rule. The most important rule. I want you to pay as close attention to this one as possible. Alright, turn your volume up, whatever. Doesn't matter. Just pay attention. Alright, listen to these words very carefully. Don't be a bitch. Oh my god. Juanita, hey, they got the gist of the they understand what to do, what not to do now, alright? Hey, just better hope you don't run into the Lucha, alright? Because if you do, you're gonna get smoked. Hey, go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. The Lucha might continue to make more videos like this. He's just testing the waters. It's still a young channel, alright? Juanito, take me home, vato.
No!